So to anyone watching, I wanted to make a video talking about accountability and what that means to me. So when I seen the parole board in December of 2021, I went before a panel of like 3 people, and they asked me how I was doing in prison, what kinds of programs was I entered into, like participating in, as far as like institutional classes and stuff like that. And they seen that I got my GED. I worked for like 5 years to get my GED, finally got it. The math was what I struggled with the most, but they were really proud of me for getting my GED. They asked me what was my feelings about my co-defendant and how did I feel that he is doing life without parole and in comparison to my sentence. And I was honest with them. I've always felt that I feel like more than one life was taken that night because of me, because of what I chose to do. They made it very clear that they felt like I needed to participate in a mental health program. So when they decided that they were going to release me at my mandatory minimum, which was 8.5 years, they put 2 stipulations on me. Mandatory therapy, which is going great so far, by the way. I see a therapist once a week. And no contact with my co-defendant. Absolutely no contact. And that's fine as well. So I get notified that I'm getting out in, December of 2023. And when that day finally came, I'm not gonna lie, like, feeling freedom for the first time felt amazing. And everybody was so supportive at first. And it felt nice. I'm gonna be honest, I got carried away in the hype of everything. I came out, I had to promote a documentary, I had to promote my ebook, and going to New York, yeah, it was nice and stuff, but it was so not my life. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't understand why people are so interested in my life. I don't get it at all. And I did some interviews, and I said some things that I feel confused a lot of people. One particular thing I said was on a podcast, and I said I didn't identify as the M-word, which we all know what the M-word is. And what I meant by that was not that I'm not branded the M-word. I know that I am, but it's not like I'm going to go to a job interview and be like, "Hi, my name is Gypsy Blanchard. I'm an M-word." That's all I meant by it. I meant that my past does not define my future. My future is what I make it. And I know that I did something wrong in my crime. And that's something that I have to live with. That's my cross to bear. And everybody doesn't see me bear it to the surface every day. Because I am in therapy. I am working on myself. I'm working on my self-esteem. I can't crawl in a ball and shut my whole life down every single day of my life. No one sees like what my husband sees or what my family sees. I have days that I cry because I keep reliving it in my head. That's my cross to bear. And am I guilty of my crime? Yes, I am. But I don't feel like I can't be given a second chance to do better. I want to do better. There's lots of things that I feel like I can contribute to society if only given a chance. I feel bad for the things that I've done wrong in my life. I'm the type of person that I make a mistake and I learn from it, and I'm not perfect by any means. I'm just as human, just as flawed as the next person. Like I said, I've done things in the past that a lot of people know about. I've lied. And yeah, I mean, I do my best now that I'm out in the free world. I do my best to try and just live my authentic life and what's real to me. And what's not real is social media. Like, social media is, like, literally a doorway to hell. Like, it's so crazy. I can't even wrap my head around what social media is. I thought that once I got out of prison, I'd come out and I'd enjoy social media like the next, person, taking selfies of myself in the mirror and just acting goofy and everything. It's the simple stuff in life, right? So a lot of people probably already noticed that I deleted my Instagram, my public one, the one with it was 7.8 million followers when I deactivated it, or I deleted it. I permanently deleted it. And a lot of people are like, what happened? And what happened is I had a really good conversation with my dad, actually. And he gave me some guidance that I feel like I really needed. And that guidance was to just show me that, like, real life is something you could touch, something that you could feel, people that you could actually hug. And with the public scrutiny, as bad as it is, I just don't want to live my life under a microscope. And so I created my private Instagram and I got it verified. And you know what? I had absolutely no trouble or like doubts of deleting that public one. And I have people that are like, oh my God, like, you're insane for deleting that kind of a following. And I'm like, I could give a F about a following. Like, that's not real life. To the supporters, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I, appreciate all the people that have walked this journey with me. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have to walk away and start living a private life. And that takes steps, right? One step at a time. I still have my public TikTok, for now. Contemplating deleting it in a couple months. I don't know. I just probably might not post as much. But it's like at some point after my new series airs and everything, I want things to calm down. Like, I want to go out to the grocery store and, buy a box of tampons and not have to take a selfie with someone. Not that that necessarily bothers me, but, I want people to wave at me because, like, they like me as a person, not because they think, oh my God, there's Gypsy. Oh my gosh, she's famous. Like, I don't see myself as famous, especially for what? Like, I did something bad. And, I mean, I'm trying to make myself a better person now, but I don't get it. That's not me. I'm not famous. I'm not anything. I'm just Gypsy. It's a normal Gypsy. My family, it's my dad, it's my husband. All I am is just Gypsy. and they love me for being who I am. And that's why both on my private Facebook and my private Instagram has love for who I am as my bio. Okay, I got derailed in all this. But the point is that there's some like key points that I want to make. Number one, to all the people that I offended with a lack of accountability the first month or so that I was out of prison, and the lack of accountability in my interviews, I'm sorry. I'm learning. I take accountability for my part, and I'm saying this right now. I'm taking accountability. I did a bad thing. But I've also been given a second chance at life. So please give me a little grace. Let my actions match my words, and we'll go from there. I definitely have a good support system, and I think I'm just now starting to get around to listening to my inner self instead of all the noise that's been on social media. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching, hearing me out. I know I just kind of spilled a lot right now. But like I said, at this point, the whole point of this video is to make a public apology to anyone that felt offended by my lack of accountability first coming out of prison and all them interviews and stuff like that, because I do feel regret, but I'm trying to take steps forward, if that makes sense. So, thank you for watching. Hope I didn't ramble on for too long. It was like 12 minutes. Alright, thank you. Bye.